Rude. Hello and welcome to the Cowboy for Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Greg from Dragio.
Hey.
And because Ben is still in Japan, Kurt from Locals.
Hello.
How has our time been in Yu-Gi-Oh?
I've been playing Master Duel. Not much, but enough. That's about it. Yeah, I've started putting together Blue Eyes from the Japanese deck.
Oh, yeah.
version. Like, just trying to get my head around it a little bit, but nothing too crazy, and we're so close to release date that I probably will just chill out, play another different card game.
Yes, we don't mention that here.
But we don't talk about it.
Yeah, and it's definitely not within sight at the other end of this table. Played some domain games too.
Yeah, we got to punch out some more as well.
We do.
Oh my god, Mr. Noisy Aircon is just not listening. He's being unruly.
He's been quiet for some time. Now that Ben's away, he wishes to be noisy. There we go.
Yeah. Good night, sweet prince. How are you, Kurt?
I've been pretty good lately. How did Tuesday go? I went X1. So I went off Centurion for a little bit. I started just putting Raziel, Bestial, Fiendsmith together. The deck's brain dead. It's just good, but I don't like it. But yeah, today I also went X1 with it. It's a good deck. That's all I can say about it. I'm looking forward to a different deck in the new set.
I wonder what it could be.
Not what you're expecting.
Ooh.
I mean, we know exactly what it is.
Yeah,
so
you know what it is.
Yeah.
a peek behind the curtain. My time. So I too have been playing some Master Duel. I did cool off on it a little bit once I realised that Tenpai was going to get hit in early Jan. I was like, cool, I'm not going to torture myself with these motherfuckers opening Lightning Storm Droplet Pydra. I'm like, I'll just calm down.
Yeah.
I will wait until the deck is out of sight a little bit and I can play stuff that I enjoy rather than just trying to not have a battle phase for my opponent. So there's that. Domain, I was instructed that I had to stop playing Tier Element. It's not banned, I just can't play it anymore. So I've built something else. Hopefully we will get a recording of that at some point. And in the real game, I have Malice, but I have not yet worked out how best to build it. To my own detriment, because while I do win the occasional game, for the most part, I'm just throwing shit at the board, and it's becoming a problem.
I mean, it's a good problem to have, though.
Well,
At least shit is ending up on board.
I mean, it
You're
ends up on
halfway
board
there.
for a
Whoa.
time. It ends up on board for a time. But yeah, I just need to actually put some energy into it, and I've just had so much other stuff going on of late. That it has not been top of the list. So at some point this week, I will need to sit down and work out exactly what I'm going to do. So we'll get to that. Yeah, I think that's where everything's at.
Yeah, it's been kind of... There's no big events coming up.
Uh,
Our YCS is coming, yes. But that is still roughly a month away. So this past month has been kind of chill.
There is multiple other little things to do between now and then.
December, Christmas time is just...
Yeah. Still is. We're still very much chilling. Chilling till Australia Day.
Oh yeah, we get that this month. Hell yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So, moving on to the news, and we do have a lot of it. So we'll be honing in on the more important parts and likely skimming over quite a bit. If there's anything that we missed that you wanted to hear about, shut the fuck up.
No, or hit us up while we can.
That's not where I thought that was going.
Yeah, I know. That was the point.
No, I mean, I would like to know what you want to hear about. That's kind of hard to tell. But as we go on.
So, just quickly, on Master Duel, we did have a big update at the start of the year. We have a couple of new selection packs. One of them is focused on Tistina and Eldritch for reasons I don't fully understand. Nobody cares. The bigger pack, which is called Dragon's Reincarnation, that brings in the Light and Darkness fusion, which, again, nobody cares about.
Hey.
They don't. Verudris, which just makes Yubel better.
Yep.
Which is already insane considering that Tenpai has been addressed, but Yubel, for the most part, hasn't.
Yeah.
And the biggest impact, 2 of the Molchamis have been brought in Perulia and Fuwalos.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the Charmies were dragons.
No, they're not dragons, they're reincarnations of resources in your hand.
There's a dragon spirit in that Fualos. Oh, damn.
Do you know how chickens are evolutions of dinosaurs? Fuwaloses are evolutions of...
Dragons.
Go,
dragons.
eBay Fualos.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, Fualos market check. It is 30 credits.
30
It is
credits.
17 doubloons.
Yeah. Credits. I haven't pulled them yet.
Either have I did the 10, didn't pull a single ultra at all.
Yeah.
It was-
And I
it was
queued up
insane.
in ranked, and I didn't verse it. I versed actually a couple of crap decks, but I'm like, oh, I don't really want to keep going further if I'm not going to have more Charmy, to be honest.
I mean, you still have Maxi, so it's not like
A Maxi that I used for Chimera Fusion at one point.
it happens.
You just gotta do it.
Sometimes at least you have some use of it. Some
Yeah.
decks do
Well,
not.
it was just
going
gonna
to
draw one anyway.
Yeah. Other than that, over the break they did host a couple of the dual trials. One with 2025 life points, following up from last year's 2024.
Yep.
It was much the same as last year, i.e. Cancer. And then more recently than that, they did the 30-second turn dual trial again. And again, the meta for that one seemed to be choice paralysis, just like hitting your opponent with a bunch of menu cards so that they had to like find things, type things. The main one is there's a Sue ship spell.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to like type in a specific Sue ship for them to find, and like no one has any idea.
So we got one here for 122.
122.
And that is far and away from where we were talking not that long ago.
That's almost like I could try and get them for 100 apiece territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Which
the
I
only
can't-
thing I only saw one. Most of the others are at 150.
Yeah, 150 I feel is where most of them are settling, particularly in the Australian market where people know that people are going to need to buy them before the reprint because of the YCS.
Yeah.
The American market, arguably similar because they have the 3v3 in Vegas on the same weekend, so potentially their market is the same, but they also have a much wider market, a lot more cards to buy. So, long story short, Australia gets fucked over again.
We don't get product.
Yeah. Speaking of YCSs though, we did get an announcement of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series Japan Tokyo in 2025.
Tokyo again, yep.
So this one's going to be happening in
yes.
April. The main reason I'm bringing this up is not so much the tournament, because obviously it's the OCG, but the prizes that they have available. So for entry, I'm assuming the
40 bucks to enter as well is interesting.
yeah, 40 to enter. For the entry, they do get a Dragon Ruler mat and a 100 pack of Dragon Ruler
The
sleeves.
mat looks kind of arse. The sleeve.
Yeah,
looks
I
pretty
don't
cool.
like the mat. The sleeves I can appreciate,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
without the context of it being a Dragon Ruler, it literally looks like generic dragon sleeves that you'd buy on eBay. Like,
Oh yeah, it does kind of look like a generic dragon shieldy sort of dragon, doesn't it?
yeah. And then they also get the ultra rare version of Drago Calamity, their quick play spell that like attaches and blah 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 blah. More interestingly though, and not just because of the subject matter, as an additional 4,000 yen / $40, they can buy the Malice dual set, which has a mat, a sleeves, and an ultra copy of Malice CBT11, CTB11. But the interesting thing about that is that it features artwork that has not yet been seen anywhere for Malice.
Yeah.
So either they've made custom artwork just to sell, which isn't out of the realms, but seems very unlikely, or more likely, this is going to be the artwork for the new support card to be released potentially
Alliance.
in Alliance Insight. Because there is still a lot of space in Alliance
Yeah.
Insight, even though we're about to go
Oh.
through quite a lot of support that has been announced in the meantime.
All the 2 sets worth. It always hits this time, doesn't it? And usually it's the YCS pod.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah, usually we go
do
through-
get the
yeah.
crack bit of support like mid YCS, and then everything gets burned.
Yeah. RIP January YCSs.
Oh.
Then again, I totally would not have been up for it this
My
year.
poor August. Sorry, I was elsewhere.
August.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Maybe you should go
August.
to YCS Japan.
August do be doing the stuff. I'm
We
actually,
used to.
it's kind of crazy. Like, part of me thinks that, like, yes, the support is good, but also majority of me thinks that the main reason Orcus is doing well is because everything else has just been like fucking whacked. for the
Everything,
most part.
everything got whacked. All the other OCG players still have their decks lying around from 5 years ago that they can just go, okay, we'll just play this again because this is what we ran into the ground last time.
That's what we do. And yeah, like, just having the amount of stuff you can do without needing to, like, do the Lancia stuff, like, without running into Lancia, is
Yeah.
actually real good.
I don't know Orcus much, so I can't really contribute.
Oh,
You'll find out.
when this support comes, you'll find out. Actually, if you just played Domain more, you'd find out.
Pop the field spell, you're right.
Man, it was 3 Orcus combos on 3 different people.
Yeah, and you still don't know what Orcus did. You're not paying attention.
I do know the generic where it's like harps and add something.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
Look,
blah,
that's
blah.
that's it. That is.
Yeah,
That's
but
exactly
it's just
the
like,
harp thing.
what do you end on?
Ding, baby, or IP.
So,
Field spell.
before we move on to a lot of the other support that has been announced for Alliance Insight, we look to our Supreme Darkness set spoiler. So we now know all of the cards, the rarities, and all that kind of thing. So for our secrets, quickly as well, all secrets and ultras will be in a QCR as well. There is a 25th QCR which hasn't been announced, but it is likely the I can't remember if it's the Synchro or the Xyz of like the 25th
I thought it was gonna
specialty,
just-
whatever it is.
I thought
Oh,
it did
yeah,
get announced.
Didn't we get it in Master Duel?
Not that particular one. I think that particular
I thought we
one.
got the second one.
No, so I think there's a level 12 Synchro that we're due to have.
Oh, he's
Um,
cute as fuck coming out of there.
So yeah, potentially it's that, but at this stage we do not know. So for our secrets, we have Evil Hero Dead in Prison,
Yep.
LZ Azamina of the White Forest, Argastar Glorious Adra, Poseidra the Storming Atlantean, Tenyi Spirit Saruya.
Sounds good, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's very good for Tenyi / Sword Soul / Tenyi Sword
So
Soul
not shocking.
/ other stuff.
Worms.
Liberator Ito, the 4K thing that doesn't really do much other than sit there and be 4K. Molchami Meows,
The chase card.
yeah, one of the two. Snake Eyes Doomed Dragon, Saint Azamina, and Abao Aku the Lightless Shadow, the other chase card.
So wild.
Yeah, it's a chase card, but I don't think it's going to be much.
And we're missing one card from those secrets,
I
baby.
didn't think. No, no.
No, there was one card that I thought was going to be secret.
No.
It wasn't.
He thinks
Oh,
the Ultra.
sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the thing with About, like, you're thinking it might not be that much, although it's, like, somewhat niche. A, everyone's playing Fingsmith, so everyone has access. B, they need stuff in this set to be expensive. Otherwise, the set will fucking suck.
But I think the set just sucks.
Yeah,
The set does suck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
that's
like,
what I'm
in terms
saying.
of vendors, they will push the price up because they need it to be expensive. But speaking of expensive, in Ultra Rares, it's not near the top of my list, but I'm going to make it. Primite Dragon Ether Beryl.
Yep.
Currently,
$60 Ultra.
yeah, I was going to say $60 Ultra for pre-orders.
Apparently, Hunky Drew said it went up. I didn't double check, but yeah.
Well,
That-
up for pre-sales or up from
Yeah,
60?
yeah, so like, apparently it's higher than 60 on Nikijo.
Well, the thing is, how is it going to stay there?
Well, this is the thing.
It's an
It's
Ultra.
pre-order prices, right? So
Yeah.
they do generally come down after the set's open. But it depends entirely on how many people are actually planning on playing Blue Eyes.
Yeah, like,
Well-
I mean, it's going to come down, but if it comes down the next month,
So
is the question.
the thing
And do you
is,
play 3?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a 3 of play set needed to play Blue Eyes.
so yeah, okay. My question is that okay, people who are going to play Blue Eyes are people who either really want to play the deck, or they're just people. Oh, this is a cool structure deck. I'll pick this up. They're not going to go out and buy the Primite stuff
But,
for it.
but that's not the people you're concerned about, right? Because
Yeah,
we're coming
I
into YCS territory. You're worried about the people
Who
in terms of
want
price-wise.
to
The
play-
people that are like, yep, this is the deck I want to play. This is the variant I need to play.
Yeah.
To play this, I need this.
So my question is that if they're forcing themselves to play Blue Eyes, is Blue Eyes better than, let's say, Malice, Raziel, stuff like that?
Oh, so yeah, if Blue Eyes sucks over here for
Yeah.
some different reason,
Why are they spending their money on this card if they can just go somewhere else and buy this better deck?
well, I propose to you, Blue Eyes is the best deck.
Okay.
And the other thing is too.
I won't
I
say
have no- I
anything.
have no statements. I have no backup.
So the other thing is too, if you boil it down to like what you need for Blue Eyes versus what you need for Malice, Malice is still vastly more
Oh,
expensive.
yeah, it is very
Even
more.
if you
Yeah,
take away the.
I get that
barrel.
completely. Yes.
Especially if people got onto the Primite stuff early with the Blue Eyes before the level 4 was announced. They got the loads cheap.
15 each, baby!
Yeah, see, like I've literally got one that I need to sell because it's sitting around $50-$60
Yeah.
and I'm like, that is burning a hole in my deck box.
Those ultras. Sure, I reckon they do come down. I think that the Raziel's too good still.
I just you need to see, is it easy to pull
Which
Well, we won't know that until the
we
coming
get
weeks.
product? Yeah.
Then also the QCI still exists as well, and like that's going to have more people chasing after it.
Exactly. Also,
I want it to. I just need it to crash before I.
I'm just
And by
so
crash, I mean
okay.
$40.
I shouldn't talk about more of the ultras because we're going to go through them.
Yes.
So, for the Ultras, other than the Beryl, I hate that name by the way.
Yeah,
It's a
I've
stupid
always
name.
never liked it.
Evil Hero Toxic Bubble, Queen Azamina, Metal Flame Swordsman,
Oh yeah, finally.
Test Bear. Oh yeah, I forgot that was in there. I forgot the Gladiator support is in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try. No, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna play Cyber.
Gladiator Beast gets an
Oh
ultra.
yeah, This is gonna be the first YCS I'm not even touching side events at all.
Wow, really?
You're not
Yes, you
going
know
to.
tour.
Hmm?
You know the
Oh,
tour.
of course. Yeah. I'll probably just do the one or two to get my things. Where was I? Test Bear, Evil Hero Neo's Lord.
I'm topping.
Fiendsmith's Rex
Oh, that's the
Stremnade.
top.
Rex Stremnade? Yes. Crystal Clear Wing Over Synchro Dragon. 10 Year Spirit Mullah Adhara. Goblin Biker's gone bonkers.
Yeah, well, that was Kick-Ass Golden Bikers or something, wasn't it?
Badass.
Badass.
Clockwork 9.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Argo Stars Lightning Taiyu.
Yeah.
Ame no Murakamo no Mutsurugi. And Mutsurugi Ritual.
Well done.
I
Okay.
feel like I did alright.
Yeah, you did very well on that. It's just the first name's a bit just long. I'm happy with the ultras.
I
The,
prefer
the set's just not
I
good.
prefer to pull the
It's not a
Ultras
great
over some
set.
Secrets.
But like, so you've got the TCG archetype. Those two cards. This one's the ritual spell, right? It's not the quick play.
Well, Mitsurugi Ritual.
Yeah, it's the ritual spell.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you've got the big ritual monster and the ritual spell as an ultra, which
That's fine.
that's fine.
There'll be no votes for this at the end of the year.
Gladiator Beast. I'm kind of annoyed that got an ultra and something else didn't. But anyway,
I reckon it's fine.
That's just the nature of things. I would have rather them just be supers, to be honest.
they kind of hyped the Speedroid shit up, but they only gave it one ultra.
Yeah, but like not everything can have a high rarity card.
I
Like,
know, but they've given a bunch of Snake Eye stuff, Secret and Ultra, and that deck's hit.
Lore in it.
Yeah.
And also, this is less Snake Eyes and more Azamina, which is the ongoing stuff. And
I
like that's
guess.
got a bunch of new support coming
Yeah.
in.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
Mm.
But the TCG exclusives, are you going to cover any of those?
I did,
Was that-
I think, have a thing open.
Because that
for
one that one that banishes from hand.
Here we go. The World Premiere cards, yes. So I think we knew about Dark Necromancer. It was fine. There's a Zombie Extender, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But this is the one I believe you're talking about, Minimalian.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has potential.
Yeah. Surely. Is this just do more in Malice? Like, does it give Malice anything?
The thing is, you have no real way of getting it onto the field other than normal summoning it. That's my
Wait, it banishes a special.
from
Yeah.
your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it seems to be a different allure.
It definitely has. It has something going for it. I would need to see what other people are doing with it to get there. Because like you've only got so many triggers in Malice before you fucking run out of
Yeah,
triggers.
true. They do not have that many. Yeah, good point. It's almost like no, I needed to allure this. Do they still play? Do you play allure still?
Yeah.
Just double checking.
Yeah.
Who knows if drawing cards is good in this game?
Some people have cut it.
Yeah, that's
Like so the people who play Sky Striker are like, okay, Sky
yeah.
Striker is just better than Allure.
which makes sense. I mean, you get your plus over
Yeah.
there instead of.
I mean, there was another card that I didn't hate as well, the Shadow Severing Strike, which kind of just like triggers if stuff's banished to do other stuff, like it negates a card on the field, draws two. Like that's kind of cute. It's not amazing, but it's kind of cute.
But no archetypes this time around. It was seemingly generic across the board.
Yeah, all of it's generic. None of it sort of like directly ties in with any one archetype. You've obviously got Mitsurugi, which
Damn,
you think,
Mimigoul's left out to dry.
well, they got their 2 rounds. They're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'd think they would have added 1 or 2 things to like bolster the Mitsurugi archetype.
Yeah.
But I suppose they did kind of similar with Mimigoul's. Like they didn't really give any flip stuff for
Yeah.
them. So, also imported from the OCG, we've got Detonating Karibo, which I'm assuming is another Shining Star card.
I hate crime. No, it's literally a Karibo. It's a Karibo card. It's a hand trap if you control Karibo.
Oh god, that's awful.
Yes, it is.
They've got a Thunder card, which I don't care about, a Performer Power card, which I also don't care about, but Magistus Chorozo is here as a super.
Is it number 100? Was I going crazy?
Open. I think it might be. It's
Yeah,
very
when I
hard to
saw it, I'm
read.
like,
The quality of the picture is
Yeah, it's
awful.
100, and I'm like, oh, so we just don't have a 0. We just don't have a 0 this time around.
We might.
That means it's a set of 101 cards, or 102 if you include the 25th anniversary. Weird.
Maybe.
Weird times.
Get rid of those. Okay. No, don't care about that. So, in terms of support that has been announced for Alliance Insight,
Yes.
we'll do a quick run through of some of the not so great ones. So firstly, we get a new Materiactor Pendulum. It kind of, I think it's either the spell or the pendulum, because there's 2 cards in there, but I don't want to read them. One of them makes it so that you can make a Materiactor off of 1 card,
Yep.
which is fine, but Materiactor doesn't do anything. We got a Link 3 Rock card, but it doesn't do a lot either, because Rock types don't have Block Dragon anymore. We got retrains
give us
of
Block
Serpent
Dragon back.
Night Dragon and Flame
Pegasus.
Pegasus. That's the one. So the only interesting thing about that is the Night Serpent, if it's destroyed by battle, destroys the thing it battles and summons itself, and seemingly is not once per turn.
Oh, yeah, so it just
keeps happening.
Wait, that was a serpent, not. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's double check.
And the Pegasus is like. Some of these cards are like, God, if we saw these 10
When
years
this
ago.
card is destroyed by battle, target one monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard, then you can special summon this card. Not once per turn.
Woo!
Kind of bonkers. And actually, I didn't remember what the Pegasus did. Summons itself, it can attack directly if your opponent controls. When your opponent activates monster effect. Oh, it's a burn card. Oh,
Yeah,
that's awful. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Time.
We got
Search
an
all the time.
evil hero, which I haven't read nor plan to. We got a Xyz retrain of Sabersaurus.
Yep.
Basically, it reads "Pop the baby."
Yep.
We
Of course.
yeah.
Right
What else?
for ya.
What else would it do? Yes.
Yeah.
We got the
Rise your
2.
dinosaurs.
We got the 2 pseudo support cards for Dragon Maids and Punked. Punked get the level 11 Synchro. This one gains life points as opposed to Punisher, who pays life points.
Yep.
And then it can pay life points off turn to send a card to the graveyard or destroy stuff. I can't remember. I think it's either destroy all face-up monsters or destroy face-up spell and trap. So it's pretty good. And then the Dragon Maids get a really good Super Poly target.
Oh yeah,
For the
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
this dragon was so good.
Yes. And then in terms of the more major support, we've got a new archetype in Regenesis. These are all level 7 and 8 big monsters,
Big bodies.
which basically say if you control something that has either 2500 attack or defense, special summon it.
So Stampede Rush
Sorry?
Bonanza is
Yeah.
the final set.
Stampede
Yeah.
is the last set of QCRs.
So why are they still doing QCRs? Why are they still doing 25 gimmicks?
This comes out before. Oh no, it doesn't.
But I don't think this is 25. I think they just picked a stat line,
Yeah.
and I feel like this is just like
You know-
a nice...
Whoever designed Regenesis
You
was
know
just
what I
way
think
behind
this is
deadline.
for? I think this is for every 25th exclusive card.
Oh yeah.
Well, what
And all the
types
colours.
do we have?
Like-
We've got a spellcaster, we've got a dragon, we've got a
Another
fiend,
dragon, another spellcaster.
an illusion. Yeah, there's not that many.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a nice
moment.
theory, but no. So they get
Sorry.
all of these extenders.
Oh, shut up.
Some of them will bounce cards, some of them will banish spells and traps. The big level 10 gains 2500 attack during your opponent's battle phase,
50
during
years.
the battle phase only, and inflicts piercing battle damage, because why would it not?
One
And
doesn't
illusion
go,
doesn't
right?
kill anything.
No,
I
it
think
does.
one of the level 7s in
What?
the gate.
Why have they ruined illusions already?
Yes. I told you this.
Yeah. But like, it's just ever since you've said that statement, they have not announced an original illusion monster.
Yeah.
They're just gone.
Speaking of which, Sinful Spoils have their seemingly final bit of support.
Yeah,
The
it
law
looks,
has
it looks pretty final.
ended. Seemingly, it's about half as long as Branded was.
Same amount as Visas, right?
Similar, yeah, very similar timeline to Visas.
Roughly
Although
a year and
it
a
feels
half.
like a lot
Yeah.
less archetypes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Visas just had a lot more.
Visas.
4, isn't it?
And
Synchro,
I'm probably going to guess that this will see about as much support as the last bit of Visas support, because this shit looks convoluted as fuck. Like, it just seems really
There's-
resource heavy.
The synchro, the tuna synchro, I think has play outside of.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah,
I think this will pop up here and there in the future, but yeah, you're right. None of the rest of this is seeing anything.
yeah. It's
That's
all.
why I want to try it.
It's all very, very complicated. But yeah, seemingly, Diabellstar becomes like a demon robot. Diabell's just becomes
about the same.
Glinda
And they
from
take
Wicked.
on Azamina Mummy.
Azamina, just straight up Azamina.
Yeah.
It looks like the Heaven's Court card or whatever it is.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that old fairy card.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like that. We get
Whatever.
really angry Snake Eyes level 12 synchro. Little White Forest Poplar.
Yeah, that card's. Oh, so it's popular. Ah, okay, interesting. So that's why it's good. Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah. I read the effect.
But yeah, like he's
Read the effect
probably
and saw
the,
one of the trap cards that had Herb saving Diabells. I'm like, oh well, that kind of.
Yeah.
Why do they hate each other? When do they hate each other?
I think it's literally like it just
I'm looking
it
forward
plays
to
out like
Fireside
Wicked,
Chat
to be honest.
2030.
And was there another archetype? No. And then I think very recently as well we got a new 6am synchro.
Yeah.
And it's
It's not bad.
If this was in the 6M structure deck from 10 years ago,
Bonkers.
we might be talking about it. I didn't even say bonkers. I think we'll be on like this is what they needed a long time ago,
Well,
and the deck's
it's
completely different now. Does this card FTK?
No.
It is not a 6 samurai card.
No. Where's Ben?
Yeah. Hopefully that represents your opinion enough, Ben.
And then, seemingly, as if I've predicted it, there's a new spell, the Gordian Schneider. Shingda? Shingda, not Schneider.
You predicted it.
I did, yeah, because...
Schneider is a sword.
So, at the start of your main phase, target any number of face-up cards on the field, banish 1 card from your hand, or 6 cards from your extra deck for every targeted card, face down, then return the targeted cards to the hand. This card's activation and effect cannot be negated.
Woo!
It's kind of
Crazy.
like very bonkers.
Yeah. Imagine running it and Prosper, you just have like 3 cards left in your extra deck.
Well, this is where you
And
just play
and
a
those 3
deck that
cards
doesn't need
are
it.
the no
Anima,
joke fading.
Typhon.
No. Tempai.
Oh, yeah, just, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
can still
it says
overplay.
this card cannot be negated, right?
Correct.
So, oh wait, it's okay. I'm being stupid. I'm thinking about Cross being able to negate it. But
Oh.
I've realized recently that is only a monster negate.
Well, cross out.
No, Rising Cross.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but it also says it can't be negated.
Yeah. So that was me realizing that, and then I realized the fact that Cross is just a
2
monster
reasons why
negate.
you can't negate this card.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then last bit of news, because we are skimming through this quite quickly, we have some alternate arts announced for the Quarter Century Art Collection in the OCG. So the main 2 new ones, because a lot of these we may have already had, the Blue Eyes Chaos Max and Access Code Talker. Access Code Talker is in fact not the anime screenshot that we were promised back in the gold set. I actually don't hate the alt art.
Yeah,
in
this
that
one looks
particular-
alright.
Yeah, and the
More
Chaos
access.
Max kind of looks bonkers, but it won't see plays. It doesn't matter.
No. More.
Other ones that we seemingly haven't had before. There's one for Holly Angel, the
Oh.
Trickstar.
Sure.
Cool.
Weird.
Wasn't aware of it. We
that-
may have already had it,
wait.
but who knows?
Was that Winder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We had those 2 in the same thing.
Ah,
Were they in the structure
okay.
deck? I can't remember.
Yes.
I think they
Yeah,
were, right?
They were
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the structure deck.
Macabre.
So it's going to Cusia?
Oh.
I mean, not for us. This isn't for us.
Ah.
And also,
Stampede Rush Go.
well, yeah, like unless they put these in
Bands
Stampede,
Up collection.
but I already have them in Secret, so that's fine.
Oh, you already had the old one?
Yeah.
Damn. Can I have?
Fuck you!
Look, go shoot your
Fuck
shot.
do you think you're talking to?
Go shoot your shot.
Can I borrow until I get one?
Just assume you can have my fucking invoked cards? Who are you? So, we move on to some questions. If you weren't aware, we do have a Discord. Link is in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions. So, I think you asked one of these already while you were over there.
We can just run it back.
I mean,
No, we.
it's a very quick answer.
Sure.
Caleb asks, if I ask Konami really nicely, will they give me a proper gimmick puppet boss monster?
No.
No. Moving on. Caleb asks again, what bad/borderline but cool... What? There needs to be another word. Yeah. What bad/borderline bad but cool archetype would you like to see get a bunch of good support for? English.
So what's a bad archetype that you think needs good support?
Alien.
So he gives a example. He personally would like to see vampire cards in a fully fleshed out way, similar to Branded, but obviously with its own storyline and plot.
Ooh. What we do in the shadows.
Quick play spell. Bat!
It's so good.
Oh,
Matt Berry is probably one of the funniest people alive.
Oh yeah, it is. Because Seb was watching.
Can I interest you in a meal?
I've been putting the
Succulent.
American one for so long.
The American one? Was there an American one?
No, well, that is the American one. The other one.
Oh, the
I'm
movie.
thinking the movie.
Yeah. I wasn't as big a fan of the movie. Like, it had its moments, but the series... Oh,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it
the
is.
series is just so fucking good. Yeah. But... yeah, vampires would be a cool shout. I kind of like the idea... I had it before, now I've lost it. Metaphys.
Oh, yes, sure.
But bring them in as illusions, because it's more thematic to the archetype.
Okay, you sold me.
I'm going to say frogs.
I was almost certain you were going to say Centurion.
Yeah,
I'd like to see
frogs
more.
going a different direction, like a link frog or whatever. Go
Yeah.
that way instead of.
Well, the thing is, they've banned Rodent Totem, so pretty much frogs is literally, I make a toad pass.
Yeah.
And other decks make Toad easier than frogs, which seems
More
funny.
frogs, but they've always been supplemental to another engine. So giving them something to finally do all by themselves would be nice.
Yeah.
Pure frogs. Well, that's a lie, I guess. But Frog MTK was all frogs.
That was a lot of frogs, yeah.
But you can't do that now. That's the thing.
No, you can.
Give them a gimmick puppet.
I was going to say, if you give them too much, the issue then becomes that that's just what they do.
Okay.
Next question is from 656. With the impending White Skull Servant anime, what voices / accents do you expect all the Whites and King of the Skull Servants to have? Matt Berry. I want them all to be Matt Berry.
That's vampires. Not. I'm thinking of bloody Brooke from One Piece.
I haven't watched One Piece.
Please don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. What's the... Oh, they just talk all like, Harry's gonna kick my ass over not recording
Undertale?
this. Yeah.
That'd be such a deep cut.
I don't really have an answer.
I want it to be Matt Berry, but it won't. But it could, but it won't.
Bone!
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh. Next question. Rye Guy. I gave my moment. Rye Guy asks, in honor of the drinking episode, what is your go-to drink and your favorite drink? He likes Blue Moons or Dos Equis? Yeah, Dos Equis. When drinking casually, but his favorite alcoholic kombucha. What the fuck?
Isn't all
Rye Guy.
kombucha, like, technically alcoholic?
Well, it's all meant to be fermented, right?
So therefore...
I don't explore my drinks. Like, I have one drink and that's all I drink.
Which is?
Canadian Club.
Ah, yes. Yankee Drew Special.
Like, that drinking episode was probably... Those are the only drinks I have had as cocktails.
Brass Monkey. I love Brass Monkey.
I don't know if I've had Brass Monkey.
Thank you.
My go-to is I usually start with espresso martini because I'm usually very tired after my long days, and then after that gin mixes. I hate gin and tonic. Gin and tonic can get in the fucking bin.
I like gin and tonic.
Nah, hate it.
gin.
So gin and orange juice, or like they do like premixes of like pink gin.
Yeah.
I like those. I used to be big on ciders, not as much anymore. And I thought I'd like hard solos, but they all taste like they're flat solo.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
No.
No.
I want the fizzy.
Yeah.
What the fizz?
I don't know, like, the flatter the solo, the better for me. If you
Oh,
want-
what the fuck?
I mean, I'm a pub squash man, as we've gone over a few times now.
Why are you getting flat pub squashes? My pub squashes were also fizzy.
What?
The fizz.
Oh, really? Huh. Maybe I just...
Fizz brag.
I don't remember any fizz.
You got a fizz.
Like, of course, there's like a little bit of fizz, because there's just...
Nah, you
inherent.
need more.
More.
No.
I
Oh.
don't want any more. I do like fizzy water now, though. That's
Like
the tonic. Enjoy it.
Sparkling or soda?
All of it.
Neither.
I used to love soda water when I was a kid. I don't like sparkling water because, again, not enough fizz. And I used to take cordial and mix it with soda water so that I get like carbonated drinks,
Yeah.
because there was only ever Coke in the house when we were young and we weren't allowed to have it.
Yeah.
We still had it, but we weren't allowed.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed Coke. And that kind of formed everything around me, just not liking Coke much now. I don't like bourbon either, speaking of Coke. It's the one thing I can't do. Everything else, easy done. Polish it off.
Is it like a bad experience thing, or is it just your aversion to Coke just makes you go,
No,
no?
it's just too round. You know?
I don't.
It's just...
Mainly because this action is for fizz and you're doing it wrong. Fizz.
No.
that's
Round.
round. I'm like,
Rah.
Suddenly in Labyrinth just... No. Next question is, again from Ryguy. How do you go about improving consistency when deck building? Due to the fact...
Or cards.
I tend to just like work it out as I go. I go, look, this isn't coming up as much as I like it. I'm seeing this card too much. I'm not seeing this card enough, and work it out from there. You usually sort of start somewhere, or you might have an idea, and you just sort of play through it, test it, see if it works, kind of thing. But first and foremost, before you change anything in the deck, change your sleeves. Changing sleeves improves consistency.
But to the same colour, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have to change all of them, so you might as well just
No, as in,
Huh?
change your sleeves.
but you use the same sleeves all the bloody time, or you just buy the same sleeves over and over.
Quite often I'll buy the same colour sleeves.
Yeah.
Orange is like my go-to.
Yes.
Good Games has not had them of late, so I've had to buy different colours and it annoys the shit out of me.
Good. Yucky orange.
Fuck you.
Orange is my original Frog Extra deck colour, and every time I always associate it with that. I don't know why. I do know why. I just said it.
See, orange wouldn't be my like immediate thought for frog. Like you'd
Oh,
go
no,
like
no,
a
of
green
course,
or
the
an
sleeves I was
aqua.
given.
Wait, what are you saying? How dare you? Why is
Well,
everyone
I
attacking
mean, that's
me?
why the deck called Brick, because I had the same sleeves for years because I was, broke. That's why I was playing Frogs.
Fair. And then last question comes to us from Caleb. What is your least favorite video game and why?
God, that's a real good question. I really hated, to keep it Yu-Gi-Oh related while they think of an answer, the Wii 5Ds game sucked so much.
There was a Wii Yu-Gi-Oh game?
Yeah. It probably was it was probably different platforms, but the major one they launched on there, I was like, fuck yeah, I can finally play out a game. No, it was trash. Hot trash. That grind was so rough. All my copy of World Championship 2006 on the DS, it just doesn't work on any DSs anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it a battery thing?
It's a DS game. It shouldn't have
Ah,
mattered.
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I know. I tried again today. I'm like, oh, wonder if it'll work in the new DS I've got. No.
That's
After
disappointing.
3DSs, it's...
Any fighting game like Mortal
Really?
Kombat or
Yeah,
I forget
went
the
off-
other ones like the actual
Tekken.
I
played
Tekken and, like,
Tekken, I played
stuff
Tekken
like that.
and
I-
turned me off them forever.
probably my fault. I'm not good at those games, so that's
I'm not good at
my
them either.
main
I just
reason.
spam the most annoying move, and then people generally stop playing against
New
me.
Dragon Ball game didn't grab me too much. Like, I sat down, started the holidays, mate's Xbox had it all loaded up. I'm like, fine, I can get some practice in before trying to beat another mate. No,
I haven't played.
game bad.
I've-
Well, game's fine.
I haven't played a fighting game in a very long time. Like I remember, I think Tekken 2 was probably my introduction, which just sort of highlights how fucking old I am.
I was so young. Isn't it meant to be Street Fighter and shit?
I mean,
That's the other one.
There are people that are older than me. I'm not saying I'm the oldest person.
Yeah, good
I'm just
point.
saying
Good
I'm
point.
quite
We're
old.
pretty young here, Jay.
Um,
We are the youth, Kurt. Never forget.
I think my least favorite game is FPSs. I cannot stand shooting games at all. I think of all of them, like I've not gone out of my way to play a lot of them, but I think the one that like sticks in my mind is the one I hate the most. And even then, it has like a very. I don't even think it's like the one thing you do, but it's like the one thing I experienced was Halo.
Yeah.
Hated Halo so much.
Damn, Lachlan, what do you say to that?
I mean,
You haven't been
this
here
doesn't
for
surprise
4
him.
years.
Okay, here's the thing. One, he's not going to see this probably for
Ever.
another 4 years.
I'm gonna say it.
Two, he attacks Kingdom Hearts despite having never played it, so he can go fuck himself.
You know what? Kingdom Hearts probably is better than Halo. Maybe not Halo Reach, but it's probably better than the other Halos. It's better than Halo 2, I know that much. I fucking hate that game.
Yeah, I think just for me it's fighting games because the most recent Street Fighter game I had versed a mate, and I think I versed him in over 100 matches in one night. Did not win one.
See, there's probably a problem. You played the same person for a
Smash
start.
Brothers against Harry.
It was
Oh yeah.
it. I was determined that I wanted to beat him.
Yeah.
We went past midnight.
That's it. We've met you, Kurt. We know.
I
this.
know. I still didn't win.
He wants to play Articulate after this.
I'm
Village,
shit.
Village, you can fuck
I
off.
don't know things.
I'm just ranting about Smash Brothers still.
Oh yeah. Look, Smash Brothers is fun when everyone's on the same skill set. Well, I guess you could bring that to like any game of any sort, really.
I
Like if
haven't
you're playing
played much
together,
Smash Bros.
if you're all on the same skill set, then like it's a bit of an attrition, and like someone comes out because they were lucky or they were just that little bit better in that instance. But when you bring like one person who's vastly better and like fucking sweats a game, and then people that are just like there casually, it's just like
Yes.
it's not fun.
That's every game.
Kingdom Hearts. When was Kingdom Hearts remastered? It was only for PlayStation, of course. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, no, the first one was still only yeah.
One day I'll get around to it. That and Final Fantasy.
I think did they bring some of them to Switch? I can't remember. No, but they have
doesn't
they
happen.
have started doing them cross-platform. Like they
On Steam now.
I can't wait for the Yu-Gi-Oh games.
yeah they I think when 3 was released they went wide with it. Like they went everywhere with it.
Xbox.
Yeah, it'd be on Xbox.
Sick. Maybe I'll give it a go.
Get ready for the lore.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. It's probably worse than Star Wars
Get
in that Star Wars in that it doesn't just go like here's the after and then the before. It goes like here's the after and the before and the 3 weeks from Tuesday and the fucking 10 months from like the apocalypse. It's fucking dumb. It's so all over the place. It's so convoluted. And you get almost none of it from the first game either. Like the first game is like
I played the first game a little bit, and I hearing you guys talk about it, I'm like, what are you talking about?
the first game gives you nothing in
Yeah.
terms of context. Like it is very much its own thing, and it's like the pilot of the games, right? Like it exists on its own, but it's only after it got to the next game that
Gotcha.
exploded into the storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
I can't remember
that's
the-
the game we like.
I haven't played the game.
Helpful hint for anyone out there, so that you too don't waste $120. Do not buy the Kingdom Hearts Talisman game. It is fucking awful.
Well, there we go. That's another one to add to the list.
Another top tip. But thank you all very much for listening and watching to what I guess is our officially first video back in front of camera for the
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Audio people, thanks for tuning in last week for a predictions of that one. If you missed it and you're watching on YouTube and you want to keep listening to us, go to our Spotify feed, find that. Us
Yes.
trying to predict 2025 and what's going to happen. We already got one prediction right.
Yep, already 1 for 1. I mean, yeah, ignoring
Second
all
one.
the other ones.
Koala's band.
I'm getting my 100
I mean,
bucks
yeah,
from
there's money on that. But yeah, thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you are watching along, feel free to like and subscribe. If you are listening, feel free to favourite. Jump into our Discord, ask us some questions, and we'll catch you all next week. Peace.